ladies unite. Yep. And they all just are so that's Ghost. That's the one that's tattooed on me. That's Ghost.
Oh my god.
So cranky, but yeah. And then Kat came to my house, and the first thing she did was she was like, "Let me hold your cats."
Give me
and
the cats.
It was the most wild thing having like Kat in my house, and she's just like holding different cats, like petting them.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a very special guest. This is Steff from the Kat Von D team. Tell them all about yourself.
Hey guys, I'm a global makeup artist for Kat Von D Beauty, and I've been with her for about 3 years now. But I think that my biggest loves are obviously makeup and then cats. And I love the fact that this is a completely cruelty-free and vegan company because I love things that are made with love and not animals. And I can't wait to talk about some cats.
Yeah, we've been talking about cats for about an hour.
Oh my gosh, yeah, cat ladies unite.
Yeah, I think the camera was recording, so I might just at the very end of this video put in all the cat talk for you because they love Luna more than me. As
Perfect.
Does.
Oh my gosh, well, I love her now too, so big fan.
Yeah, we've really gotten to know each other's cats. So today what we're going to do is show you how to take your work makeup to a more glam evening makeup if you're in a hurry. So you know those days where you're working all day and then you have either an event or you have a date or something, you're like, how do I get myself looking glam really quick in the bathroom at work without putting in too much effort, but it will look like I did. So we're gonna,
yeah, and I think the other thing too is like a lot of times you don't want to be carrying around a duffel bag of makeup.
No.
So by taking the stuff that's already floating around in your purse and taking that and being able to kind of make that into a night look is, I think, really valuable. So the first thing I'm going to be using is our cake pencil, and this is in Mad Max Brown. And I like these because it's super smooth, really easy to use for an everyday at work. I'm just going to look down. You can just kind of like swipe this up into the lash line, and I actually don't like to get too precise with it because I like to go back and just buff the hell out of it. And the reason being, what this is going to do is make your lashes look twice as thick, and it also is so much easier to do in the morning because who really has time to sit there and make sure everything is symmetrical?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Like, we love the liquid liner, but Sonia and I were just talking about it earlier on. You have to have a chat with yourself before you do liquid liner.
Oh, a pep talk, yeah.
Like, do I have time for this today? If you don't, kohl liner and smudge it out.
Oh my gosh, exactly. Because if there's any mistake, every time you look at yourself for the rest of the day, you're going to be like, God damn it, why did I do this to myself?
Up for a bad day,
exactly. And then you're like, how am I going to fix this later? And it's just one of those things that looms. So I think by starting off with something that's just quick and easy to do, and you'll notice right away that your eyes feel a little bit more lifted, and something like this pencil is completely waterproof. So what I like to do is do one layer, allow it to dry, and then if I feel like I need any more, you can build up almost like a watercolor.
Amazing. So then it's going to last you till the evening as well. You just layer on top of it.
I mean, I've tested it. I swam with it. I swam and I bawled my eyes out, and I can tell you, I can attest to the fact that it is actually waterproof.
Swimming now, that is definitely like a big one.
So I'm going to let this sit for a second, and while I'm doing that, we've already prepped your skin. I used a lot of the Hydrating Lock-It Primer just because it's my ride or die product. I like how dewy it looks, and then I mixed it with a bit of concealer and just kind of brushed that all over. A soft bit of contour just to warm you up, and now I'm going to go in with a bit of highlighter, and the highlighter I'm going to be using is from the Shade and Light Eye Palette. I just wanted something really soft, not too crazy, because after all, this is a work situation.
Yeah.
And we're going to bump it up in a little while.
Yeah.
I love this.
So this is just finishing off our work makeup.
Exactly.
So this is what you do in the morning, and then we're going to show you the couple of extra bits in your handbag that will make it look.
And the lip that you're wearing right now is Cathedral, and that's one of our Studded Kiss lipsticks. And instead of going in and making it perfect, what I did is I just took an eyeshadow brush and blended it all over the lip to give more of a stained lip look.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do my fingers sometimes, just like blot it in. Yeah.
Same thing, just I was keeping it more sanitary because I didn't know if we just met. I didn't know if you'd want me like
Once
tickling.
we talk about cats though, like
now I'm going to take a cat paw and just be like buffing it out.
Yeah, I'm going to come like visit you and everything.
With the cat fluff, imagine.
I'm down for it.
Oh God.
No cats were harmed in the making of this blotting.
But we wish we had one here. I could do makeup while cradling one.
My cat sits on my shoulder here, and like I just hold her under the bum.
How much does she weigh? Is she like light?
She's just lost some weight recently.
Good for her.
She was a little bit too robust. A little bit of a chunk, but now she's, I don't know how much she weighs, but she's like, just like normal.
She's doing better.
Squishy cat size, not like diabetes.
Yeah.
I just like to feed her. She came from the
honestly,
from the block.
Trust me. I'm like, oh, do you need treats? Do you need a different treat? You didn't like that treat?
Yeah,
like
I
understand.
enough.
Like, this is the best times of your life. When one of my cats tries to leave, and she's like the one that had like the best life out of everybody, and all the other cats look at her like, go bitch, like you don't know what's out there.
Yeah, you don't know what we've been through.
Exactly. I'm just gonna have you look up. So if I was gonna bump this up, now what I'm gonna do is just go underneath just a bit. And I'm doing this before I do a heck of a lot of mascara because I want this to be more blended at first.
Yeah.
And this brush has 2 different sides. I'm using the one that's more like a kitten paw.
Yeah.
Just to buff the heck out of it underneath. And I'm keeping the most smokiness on the outer. So now, going back to the primer, what I like to do is actually take a bit of the primer, and I'm going to make my own kind of like cream highlight moment.
Ooh.
So
do you know I haven't tried this primer?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how I haven't.
So this
I need
primer
to get it.
is, I literally use it for everything, but one of the things I love the most about it is after it dries down, it has this same sheen to it.
Lovely.
So that stays, but it stays completely dry. So you can put this on your chest, on your legs, and it stays like that all damn day.
Nice.
So a lot of times what I like to do is just scratch off just a bit of shadow and just mix that right in.
So you just do that like on the back of your hand or something?
Just like a tiny bit of like whatever. And I'm just using, this is just like some brow brush, I think.
Cool.
But don't be afraid to just get in there and mix it with your hand. And
gotta love hands as well.
Exactly.
It's the best way to get like a skin texture.
And this is gonna be like the most luminous, beautiful highlight that is gonna look like it's coming from within, but it's gonna stay all day.
Like you've just done your skincare.
Exactly. Like you had plenty of oil on the night before.
We had big chats about the oils in the skin too. Like you need to be bathing in it at night.
And it's so funny because when I was in my 20s, people always told me like, oh, skincare, and I never even thought about it. And when I hit 28, 29, all of a sudden I was like, skincare, and now I can't get enough of it.
Oh my God, it's like the ultimate cardinal sin would be like sleeping in your makeup.
Oh my gosh, now.
When I was 21,
I didn't care at all.
Not even a lick of a face wipe, and you'd wake up like with bright-eyed and bushy tails. And now if I even leave a bit of mascara on, I'm haggard the next day.
I lived in Las Vegas when I was like 21, 22, 23, and I used to go to sleep with so much makeup on. And then there were days where, this is so disgusting, I would just get up and build on it and then go to work the next day. Like disgusting. Now
waking up with lashes stuck to the pillow.
My eyes are like watering just thinking about this now.
But I like even it's not even what it does to my skin, it's even just the feeling of it these days. So what was I doing? That I was just happy to have that dry feeling. Like right now, unless I'm completely bathed in moisturizer and oil, I don't feel like I can actually sleep.
It's wild.
Even if my hands are dry, I can't sleep. I like lotioning. We're just two crazy cat ladies lotioning, rubbing the cat.
All we care about is the skincare. Hey, I'm fine with that.
You know what? I'm so fine with that. It's ridiculous.
It's a simple life that I'm very happy with. So I'm going back in with the lip that I already have on you, the Cathedral. I mixed it with some of that primer, and now I'm just stippling it just onto the apple of your cheek and blending out. This is going to give a really pretty, lived-in, almost like that perfect gym kind of flushed cheek, without any of that extra effort.
I think using lipstick as cream blush is so underrated because it takes the guesswork out of matching colors and stuff as well. And usually there's a lot of the same ingredients in them, especially when it's from a vegan brand and stuff. You don't have to worry about it like reacting on your skin or your mouth. If it's going around your mouth, or your eye,
if you can eat it or it can be in your eyes, chances are it's safe for the rest of you.
Exactly. And most lipsticks these days are like long wearing, so using that on your cheek, like it just makes sense.
And by mixing it with a tiny bit of that primer, it also gives the quality of the longevity of the wear, and it's going to give you this like beautiful like kind of skin-like finish afterwards. So even if you do touch your skin, you have nothing to worry about.
I love that you're all about like the dewy and kind of like from within look, because I think sometimes people assume that CHATS brand would be all about, you know, full coverage and like color, but actually there's just so many different ways to go around the products that they might have coverage, but if you mix them and shear them down, you can get all types of looks.
And I think that that's one of the things that I love the most about this brand, is that it's like coming from Kat, who's an artist. So she understands the mixing, and like these are all just your tools, however you mix them to create whatever you want. And I mean, I think that one of the things whenever I'm doing skin, I always want people to get complimented on their skin, not their foundation. And I think that if people can't tell that if it's your skin or your foundation, you've done something right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's get a little crazy and let's do some mascara. This is our new Go Big or Go Home mascara. It's actually
is
everything. And
where
so
it's at.
the things that I really love about this are I hate putting a lot of effort into mascara and look down at the crown for me. When I'm doing it on somebody else, I always like to start on the top of the lashes. That way, if any shadow got stuck on the lashes beforehand, I could just easily manipulate it and get it right off and cover it. Then I go back under and start to lift the lashes and comb upwards. So whenever you put this on yourself, you're gonna notice that it feels really wet at first, and that's because it has 2 different types of oil in it. One is sunflower seed oil and the other is olive oil, and what those are going to do is condition your lashes. So a lot of times I think people forget that their hair is also their eyelashes and they don't take care of it, and they're like, oh, that mascara made my like lashes fall out or got flaky. That's actually your lashes crying out like, give me moisture.
Yeah,
so by having a mascara like this, you're actually treating your lashes before you even put anything else on. And then as it starts to dry, the mousse-like texture dries almost instantly, and you're left with these beautifully curled lashes without having to touch a curler. I'm doing one sheer coat right now so you can see like the work casual, and then I'm going to go in and do a second coat so you can see how you can really amp this up to get a falsy look for...
So layerable as well. Like so many mascaras, once they dry, you do not touch them.
Oh my gosh, right?
You will get like the spider legs.
Exactly.
Whereas this one, I'm like, how far can I take this?
Sometimes you're just like, do I just keep going?
Yeah, and you're tempted. You're like, how long have I got? I'm just going to keep going.
Exactly. I mean, and especially with your lashes too, they're so full and fluffy to begin with. Like, I could be here for an hour and a half.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All these compliments.
Oh, please. So now let's amp it up a little bit, and I'm going to have you look down at the ground again, and I just kind of fluff the tips first.
So this is for nighttime now.
And yeah, now we're going to bring it home.
Like, girl, your date is in 5 minutes. Get that mascara
Exactly.
on.
Like, this could be the one. Let's make it happen.
He has cats. You want to look your best.
He has multiple cats. He doesn't judge.
I think a lash can make such a difference to a look as well, but you like actually putting on falsies. Like, I do love falsies,
of
but
course.
sometimes I just don't have the time to be messing around.
And especially after work, like, who wants to sit in the work bathroom or in your car and put on lashes? Like, nobody. You just want to like throw on a couple things that are going to make you feel renewed and then get the hell out of it.
You want your glass of wine.
Exactly.
You don't want to be sitting there gluing things on your face.
You want the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to have you look up at the ceiling slightly, and you can really see how long those lashes already are. And I'm almost just tickling the bottom lashes because you have such beautiful long lashes to begin with that this mousse-like texture just really sticks to it, and really almost, it's kind of like just watching something like a flower growing or something, because it just keeps going.
Sometimes you usually have to like pick between volume or length.
Exactly.
And then the volume can go too clumpy, but you get the both of it. Yeah.
I know, for so many years I had to layer 2 mascaras together, and
that used to be one of my dreams. I love that.
we've been friends in some other
girl
life.
like, yeah, full on.
But now, I mean, it's just really all in one. And the fact that it's completely water resistant, so you don't have to worry about any flaking. You don't have to worry about, like, in 2 hours after you've been at the bar for a little while, you go into the bathroom and you're like, what happened to me?
God, isn't it so embarrassing? And you're like, why didn't anyone tell me?
Do I not have a single friend in this bar? Like, who are you
just
people?
Like, give me one of those.
Yeah, like, come on, like, something.
I'm that girl, though, in the bar that would be like, babes.
Yeah, I'm always like,
or like,
yeah, or I'll like go over and I'll just be like tapping them out, you know?
Yeah, you gotta help your
Good
sister
friends,
out. Yes.
I'm gonna add a little bit more highlight because you're going out, you know.
Also, I just am a highlight fiend. Like, I want, when the aliens come, I want my mom and dad to see me, you know, first. And I want to be like, come get me.
They'll be able to see, they just walk outside and they're like, there she goes.
I'm like, Mom, Dad, I'm shiny, come get me.
I'm shiny, come get me.
From Planet Cat.
Oh my gosh, I would
stay
come
there.
Visit? Right, yeah.
Maybe that's where we're from.
Oh, I wish. How do we get back there?
Well, you put the highlight on, you wait for Mom and Dad to come pick you up. That's my theory. Oh my God.
Just tell me where to meet tonight and I'll be there.
We just met and the weirdness is so strong. I love it.
Really is. I'm very thankful about this. Sometimes, you know, like when you just do something and you're like, hell yes. Yeah, that's how I feel right now about this highlight.
I've gotten into the habit of highlighting my flatmate before she goes out the door, and now she loves it, and I'm like, yes. And she's like,
the sound effects have to go with it, though.
Oh yeah, if you're not making noises about it, it's not, it doesn't look good enough.
Oh, one of my favorite things to do, I don't know if you do this, is to give brows sounds. So like like the old school Instagram brow that was like very opaque, that's whoosh, whoosh. And then like my favorite brows are like fluffy feral brows, so I'm always like, but like
I love that.
But can't you like understand what I'm saying right away? So now I'm always just like, oh, her brows are kind of like whoosh, whoosh, like
bam.
Yeah, but and then sometimes it's like whoosh, like you would get knocked over.
It makes so much sense.
I'm so
even
glad.
though it's like you can't describe something like that.
And then just look down at the ground for me. So I'm still using that same highlighter mixed with a tiny bit of the primer, and I'm popping it in the inners of the eye now just to give a little bit of an instant wake up. You don't have to pile a ton more concealer on. You can just do this and it's going to instantly wake you up. The bars are dimly lit and you're going to have wine anyway. It's not important.
Getting that candlelit shine back. Yeah.
And you're just
He's got his 3 cats. You can see your cats
You've
coming
got kind
together.
of that like soft, smoky bedroom eye. Like, come here.
Come pet my cat.
There's no cat hair in my eyes right now. So now I'm just going to add a little bit more lipstick, but because I still want it to kind of look slightly stained, I'm going to focus it mostly just in the inner and then diffuse outwards because I already highlighted your Cupid's bow, so I kind of want that to stay that way. You just look like $1,000,000. Not to toot my own horn, but please. I think that it's really nice though because it's very similar to the look that we put on you earlier, but now it's just slightly amplified and it still looks like great and it's all super long wearing.
Love that. It's kind of like what we were talking about earlier on where you're wearing a simple outfit and then you just throw on some heels.
Exactly.
This is like the throwing on the heels.
This is the heels. You go from flats to heels.
That is like... Write that down, Sonia. If you wonder why we keep looking over here, it's because we're involving my manager in the combo. She's my friend, she's my manager. Turn the camera around on yourself. Say hi. Hi.
Okay.
I'll put that clip in. But that makes sense, right?
Makes so much sense. Lightly sets you, and this is just going to make you look even dewier. So.
Is this a cat spray?
This is a cat spray.
Why do I not have this?
So this is the Lock It Hydrating Mist. It has cucumber extract in it, so it's super hydrating. Conditions and then locks everything.
Smells like a gin and tonic with the cucumber.
And I keep it in the fridge. Hang on
We're
one
just
second.
creatures cut from the same cloth.
We sure are.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
And take a peek. Hello.
Oh, that is so nice. I love how it's still like that glowy daytimey look, but it looks like you just kind of went, put your heels on.
Yes.
Your face heels.
You could take your, you could literally just take your ponytail out, like have some like beachy curls, throw those heels on and go.
Like, what? Effort me? No.
You're like, oh, I just worked all day.
Yeah, like oh my god, I'm just coming from work. I look cute. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you. What are you talking about? I didn't have any time.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, you're so sweet. I'm like so tired. Oh my god,
So this is the name of that makeup. You're so sweet. I'm so tired.
Cats and makeup.
Yeah. And heels.
Yeah.
And band t-shirts.
Yeah.
And snacks.
I guess we're just gonna move in together now. Anyway, I think that's us done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing us your
much.
tips and tricks. I hope you guys enjoyed having Steff here today. I loved it so much, and it's so lovely to meet you and hang out.
It was so amazing.
I think this will be probably the first of many cat conversations for us.
I cannot wait.
Do you want to tell the guys your Instagram handle?
Sure. If you want to find me, it's at Strazzere, Strazzere.
I'll put it on the screen.
Perfect.
And in
so
the
many
description
vowels.
box.
It's Italian, so it like is the whole alphabet essentially.
We'll write it on the screen for everyone and
Perfect.
put it in the description. So make sure you follow her, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was so fun and so easy.
Fun.